Dominion Dojo Ice. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 6 p.m. We're going a little bit later today than usual, 6:05, but we're here. We're here for what we're going to call episode number 5, Moment with a Master. Today is jam-packed, good stuff. Recording this with current students and future students in mind. Today we're going to cover things about the dojo. We're going to cover things about fortitude and resiliency. But what are we talking about today? Today's idea is about balance. It is the twin balancers of success that we draw out from being martial artists. We talked earlier about bare feet and what bare feet means in the dojo and how we benefit from that. We talked about building from the ground up. We talked about breath is life. And we talked about martial arts as a lifestyle, that it's not just karate, right? But today's topic, if we had to give it a heading, what are we going to call it? Don't rush and don't quit. What are we going to call it? Don't rush and don't quit. Trying to think of the theme for tonight and was drawing a bit of a blank. Had an idea, trying to work out the idea, set the table, right? Make the cake. It wasn't coming together, family. It wasn't coming together. And I was laying there thinking, well, I'll just speak to the people, speak to the dojoites, Dominion dojoites, and the audience, and those who will be watching from my heart. And it came to me, don't rush and don't quit. And why is that important? Because like all things in life, we have this balance, right? This balance. Martial arts is about balance. Being able to stay, right, centered and move in a centered way. Balance is always there with us in the martial arts. So don't rush, don't quit is about the balance of success. Why do I say that? Well, first, Dominion Dojo. D-O-M-I-N-Y-I-N. Now people say the word dominion, it means dominance, it means take over, it means stay here and push things through, right? Manage, be in charge, dominion. We take a little bit different reference from dominion. Dominion, D-O, determined optimism. Determined optimism. We are determined, we are insistent on being optimistic about our outcomes, about the possibilities that lie before us. M-I-N. Minimalistic thinking, minimalistic in our orientation. We aren't about excess. And we also aren't about poverty, right? We're about wealth of character and individual and bringing our best abilities out. But we're minimalistic in our thinking. And the last 3 letters of Dominion, Y-I-N, D-O-M-I-N-Y-I-N, is the first character in the Chinese representation of yin and yang. Yin and yang. Yin and yang. Yin and yang. Right? Bringing all things into balance. Yin and yang. And the yin, I believe, is the falling, and the yang is the rising. The yin is the falling, and the yang is the rising. The yin is the falling, and the yang is the rising. Okay? And when I think about balance, I think about what's needed to be a complement. In relationships, balance is needed, right? In our economic lives, balance is needed. We take dips and we go on rises, right? Balance is needed in all things for it to be effective. And so I think about don't rush, don't quit as the balance needed for success. You know, I think about what don't rush means. Patience. The virtue of patience. Shout out to Grandmaster Sam McGee. At the end of every class, he would leave students with this word or these words. He'd say, always practice patience. And that measure has come back in life to resonate in my mind, to echo in my head at times where I was not showing the patience that I had been practicing in the dojo. The dojo is a very special place in that way. The dojo reinforces the things that we need to carry us through on a day-to-day in life. So always practice patience. Always practice patience, he would say. Always practice patience. And so don't rush means just that. Don't rush. Should we have a sense of urgency? Yes. Business requires it. A sense of urgency, but don't rush. Don't rush through. Allow things to take their course, to build up to that right frequency needed, but to carry through. Sometimes our timing may be off. And if we are pushing, oftentimes we're going to miss something that we need to pick up in order to build that bridge, to set the stage, right? To set the program and see it through. So don't rush, practice patience. Don't quit. Show resiliency. Show resiliency when we hit the forks in the road, the rocks on the pavement, the gap, right? When we see the challenges, when it doesn't look like our plan is going to be successful, it's going to go forward, we say, don't quit. We say, don't quit. We say, show some resiliency in how we are going forward, how we're moving in what we do. In the martial arts world, and coming to the dojo week by week, that is a sign of commitment. That is a sign of character. That is a sign of pushing. And especially on those days when we don't even feel like coming to the dojo. I found that over years and years of coming to the dojo, you know, most all people work, and practice martial arts. Very few of us can actually practice martial arts as an ultimate full-time experience from sun up to sundown, right? But we work and we come to the dojo. We go and handle family business and we come to the dojo. We address what we need to in the world and we come to the dojo. We do all of our chores and our administrative tasks and all that we need to do. We go to school, we are part of other programs, and we come to the dojo. And the dojo has this ability to form in us a commitment to consistency. A commitment to consistency. We're still talking about don't rush and don't quit. The balance of things, the yin yang of things. Don't rush, don't quit. Don't rush, don't quit. And the dojo has this ability to help us stay connected to a lifeline. So there have been times where I just would not feel like coming to the dojo. Days I'm tired, or days I just am not as motivated. And each and every time where I push through and put feet on the floor in the dojo, not quitting, being consistent. Have I missed classes? Sure. Should the sensei frown upon a student who missed classes? Absolutely not. Our encouragement is to stay the course. Our encouragement is to stay connected. Our encouragement is to continue to reach for success. Don't rush, don't quit. That's our invitation. And so we stand here with you to say, come get connected with us in a way where these sort of ideas are being formed in you. If you're a young person, this needs to be formed, and you need to be given and fed what these principles and what these ideas will bring, and how they will benefit you. They will bring to your life by doing anything consistently, it brings a certain level of commitment, orientation, a commitment mindset, a commitment ability to your life. And that way, in life, when things are hard, when things get challenging, you can draw on what you've learned in the dojo. You can draw on what you've learned in the studio. You can draw on the life lessons that you picked up, even here living life as a martial artist. Don't rush, don't quit. I'm reflecting on the life of, or the activity of a marathoner. You think about a marathoner, someone who runs long distance, right? This is about the long game. Some people think it's about the current life, but it's about the long game. The long game, right? So marathoners, they run the long race. Marathoners run the long race, but if you were to sum it up in a couple of words, a marathoner might be saying to all of us, don't rush, don't quit. Get to the finish line. Find a pace. Do they have a sense of urgency? Yes. They're trying to run a certain mile, but don't rush. Push it. You see them long marathoners run? Pace. Life is about that. Life is like that. Pace. What's going to be your pace in life? Don't rush. Don't quit. But let's put feet on the ground like the marathoners. Step by step, page by page, moment by moment, right? Don't rush, don't quit. It matters. It matters having a mindset, because when we get nervous, we think everything is falling apart. It's not working for me. I don't like how it's lining up. And if we don't see the evidence, a lot of times we get discouraged. And we're like, hey, you know, what is it about what's happening, or what is it about what I'm doing, or what is it about what I'm putting in to what I'm trying to achieve that is not letting me see the outcomes I want? Don't rush. Don't quit. It's coming. It's coming. Stay consistent. The timing is in your favor. Whatever it is that's supposed to be, I believe, is there for us to realize, is there for us to grab, is there for us to be a part of, is there for us to find success with. Long as we don't rush and don't quit. Lastly, I'll say this. I believe there's some businesses that have failed or have not realized their goals because this wasn't really born inside of them. Don't rush, don't quit. We might have to adjust time to time. We might have to change the course time to time. But don't rush, don't quit. If you come to the dojo, or when you come to the dojo, the sensei and you, me and you and I, we will have a form of a connection. I'll set the pace. I'll set the work ethic in the dojo. Be here, consistency, week in, week out. Don't rush, don't quit. What you will hope to see, and what you will be able to see, is how our training pushes you to progress and promotion. Don't rush, don't quit. So with that, I want to say, be a marathoner. Come train and live martial arts as a lifestyle. Don't rush, don't quit. Let's practice consistency and find and reach our successful goals together. This is Sensei Kwabin here at Dominion Dojo on this Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. Is this MLK's birthday today? Next month. All right. Don't rush, don't quit. Sensei Kwabin, Dominion Dojo, 222 Lake Avenue, Yonkers, New York, Mondays, Wednesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and soon uploading videos on YouTube. This is Sensei Kwabin saying to you, I'm out of here.